Canadian Citizenship Practice Exams. Subject, Canadian Government. Module, Federal Elections. Chapter, Set 1.
How are senators chosen? A. By the Governor-General of Canada. B. By the Premiers of all provinces. C. Appointed by the Queen. D. Senators are appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. The answer is, D. Senators are appointed by the Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister.
How is a cabinet minister chosen? A. By the Queen. B. By the voters. C. By other cabinet ministers. D. By the Prime Minister. The answer is D. By the Prime Minister.
How is the government formed after a federal election? A. The party with the most elected representatives becomes the party in power. The Queen chooses the Prime Minister from this party. B. Ordinarily, the party with the most elected representatives becomes the party in power. The leader of this party becomes the Prime Minister. C. The Governor-General picks a party and a president to run the government. D. Each province elects one representative to form the government. The Queen then chooses the Prime Minister. The answer is B. Ordinarily, the party with the most elected representatives becomes the party in power. The leader of this party becomes the Prime Minister.
How is the Prime Minister chosen? A. The Queen appoints the Prime Minister. B. The Governor-General with the Senate appoint the Prime Minister. C. The leader of the party with the most elected representatives becomes the Prime Minister. D. The MPs vote on the Prime Minister. The answer is C. The leader of the party with the most elected representatives becomes the Prime Minister.
Name all the federal political parties in the House of Commons and their leaders. A. Conservative, Scheer, NDP, Singh, Liberal, Trudeau, Bloc Québécois, Ouellet, Green Party, May. B. Conservative, Harper, Green, May, Liberal, Trudeau, Bloc Québécois, Duceppe. C. NDP, Mulcair, Green, May, Liberal, Ray, Bloc Québécois, Pi. D. Liberal, Ignatieff, Conservative, Ambrose, NDP, Turmel, Green, May. The answer is A. Conservative, Scheer, NDP, Singh, Liberal, Trudeau, Bloc Québécois, Ouellet, Green Party, May.
What are the three levels of government in Canada? A. Federal, provincial, and territorial, municipal, local. B. Federal, provincial, and city. C. Federal, territorial, and provincial. D. Federal, state, and local. The answer is A. Federal, provincial, and territorial, municipal, local.
What are the three parts of Parliament? A. The Sovereign, Governor-General, and Prime Minister. B. The House of Commons, the Legislative Assembly and the Senate. C. The Queen, the Legislative Assembly and the Senate. D. The Sovereign, the House of Commons and the Senate. The answer is D. The Sovereign, the House of Commons and the Senate.
What did the Fathers of Confederation do? A. They worked together to establish a new country, the Dominion of Canada. B. They were explorers who formed an expedition to survey northern Canada. C. They formed a republic state in Canada. D. They were a group of politicians that tried to unite Canada to the United States. The answer is A. They worked together to establish a new country, the Dominion of Canada.
What do you call the Sovereign's representative in the provinces? A. Premier. B. Member of the Legislative Assembly. C. Lieutenant Governor. D. Senator. The answer is C. Lieutenant Governor.
What do you mark on a federal election ballot? A. The candidate's name. B. The number for the candidate. C. An X. D. The voter's name. The answer is C. An X.
What does Confederation mean? A. The United States Confederate soldiers came to Canada. B. Joining of communities to become a province. C. Joining of suburbs to form a large city. D. Joining of provinces to make a new country. The answer is D. Joining of provinces to make a new country.
What does it mean to say Canada is a constitutional monarchy? A. The sovereign, queen or king, is the lawmaker of Canada. B. Canada's head of state is a hereditary sovereign, queen or king, who reigns in accordance with the Constitution. C. The sovereign, queen or king, represents Canadians in Parliament. D. The sovereign, queen or king, approves bills before becoming law. The answer is B. Canada's head of state is a hereditary sovereign, queen or king, who reigns in accordance with the Constitution.
What does the term responsible government mean? A. Each person in each electoral district is responsible for voting. B. The Governor-General is responsible for the actions of the Prime Minister. C. The ministers of the Crown must have the support of a majority of the elected representatives in order to govern. D. All Canadians are responsible for each other. The answer is C. The ministers of the Crown must have the support of a majority of the elected representatives in order to govern.
What does the word Inuit mean? A. Eskimo in Inuktitut language. B. Home in English. C. The people in the Inuktitut language. D. The Arctic land in Inuktitut language. The answer is C. The people in the Inuktitut language.
What is a majority government? A. When the party in power holds about 1/3 of the seats in the House of Commons. B. When the party in power holds about 1/4 of the seats in the House of Commons. C. When the party in power holds at least half of the seats in the Senate. D. When the party in power holds at least half of the seats in the House of Commons. The answer is D. When the party in power holds at least half of the seats in the House of Commons.
What is a voter information card? A. Tells you who the candidates are in your electoral district. B. Tells you what province to vote in. C. A form that tells you when and where to vote. D. A form that lets you know your voting time. The answer is C. A form that tells you when and where to vote.
What is Canada's system of government called? A. Dictatorship. B. Parliamentary government. C. Military rule. D. Communism. The answer is B. Parliamentary government.
What is the head tax? A. Race-based entry fee charged for Chinese entering Canada. B. Fee charged for anyone entering Canada after 1900. C. A tax imposed on beer beginning in 1867. D. Fee charged for moving westward in the early 1900s. The answer is A. Race-based entry fee charged for Chinese entering Canada.
What is the difference between the role of the sovereign and that of the Prime Minister? A. The sovereign is head of state, the Prime Minister oversees provincial policies. B. The sovereign is the guardian of constitutional freedoms, the Prime Minister selects the cabinet ministers and is responsible for operations and policy of government. C. The sovereign links Canada to 52 other nations and the Prime Minister is the guardian of constitutional freedoms. D. The sovereign is the symbol of Canadian sovereignty and the Prime Minister is her aide. The answer is B. The sovereign is the guardian of constitutional freedoms, the Prime Minister selects the cabinet ministers and is responsible for operations and policy of government.
What is the government of all of Canada called? A. National Assembly. B. Legislature. C. Federal. D. Council. The answer is C. Federal.
What is the name of the Governor-General? A. David Johnston. B. Elizabeth May. C. Dalton McGuinty. D. Julie Payette. The answer is D. Julie Payette.
What is the name of the Prime Minister of Canada and his/her party? A. Justin Trudeau, Liberal Party. B. Stephen Harper, Conservative Party. C. Thomas Mulcair, New Democratic Party. D. Christy Clark, Liberal Party. The answer is A. Justin Trudeau, Liberal Party.
What is the role of the opposition parties? A. To assist the Prime Minister. B. To sign bills. C. To oppose or try to improve government proposals. D. To put forward bills to be passed. The answer is C. To oppose or try to improve government proposals.
What year was Confederation? A. 1867. B. 1871. C. 1898. D. 1864. The answer is A. 1867.
When asked, who must you tell how you voted in a federal election? A. Your employer. B. No one. C. A police officer. D. An Elections Canada official. The answer is B. No one.
When must federal elections be held? A. About every 4 years. B. On the third Monday in October every 4 years following the most recent general election. C. Whenever the Prime Minister calls the election. D. When the MPs want a new Prime Minister. The answer is B. On the third Monday in October every 4 years following the most recent general election.
When you vote on election day, what do you do? A. Go to the voting station, tell them who you are and mark your X. Give the ballot back to the attendant. B. Go to the voting station, remove one ballot and after marking your X deposit it in the ballot box. C. Go to the voting station, take your voter's card with proof of identity, highlight your choice on the ballot and deposit it in the box. D. Go to the voting station with your voter's card and ID, mark an X next to your chosen candidate, fold a ballot and present it to the poll officials who will tear off the ballot number and give you the ballot to deposit in the box. The answer is D. Go to the voting station with your voter's card and ID, mark an X next to your chosen candidate, fold a ballot and present it to the poll officials who will tear off the ballot number and give you the ballot to deposit in the box.
Where are the Parliament buildings located? A. Ottawa. B. Quebec City. C. Hull. D. Toronto. The answer is A. Ottawa.
Which act granted, for the first time in Canada, legislative assemblies elected by the people? A. The Constitutional Act of 1867. B. The Constitutional Act of 1791. C. The Constitutional Act of 1982. D. The Constitutional Act of 2010. The answer is B. The Constitutional Act of 1791.
Which federal political party is in power? A. Green Party. B. New Democratic Party. C. Liberal Party. D. Conservative Party. The answer is C. Liberal Party.
Which of the following is not a feature of Canada's system of government? A. A federal state. B. Parliamentary democracy. C. Constitutional monarchy. D. Dictatorship. The answer is D. Dictatorship.
Which party is the official opposition at the federal level? A. The New Democratic Party. B. The Liberal Party. C. The Independent Party. D. The Conservative Party. The answer is D. The Conservative Party.
Who do Canadians vote for in a federal election? A. The best speaker running in the election. B. A candidate they want to represent them in Parliament. C. Someone to become the Premier. D. All of the candidates in their electoral district. The answer is B. A candidate they want to represent them in Parliament.
Who do members of Parliament represent? A. All of the Canadians living in the North. B. Only Canadians living in Central Canada. C. Everyone who lives in his or her electoral district. D. Canadians living in the province in which he or she was elected. The answer is C. Everyone who lives in his or her electoral district.
Who has the right to vote in federal elections? A. A Canadian citizen, 18 years or older, and on voters' list. B. A Canadian citizen, 18 years or older and must work for the federal government. C. A landed immigrant, 18 years old and a member of the Canadian Forces. D. A Canadian citizen, over 25 years and a member of the Canadian Forces. The answer is A. A Canadian citizen, 18 years or older, and on voters' list.
Who have major responsibilities on First Nations reserves? A. Band chiefs and councillors. B. Municipal governments. C. Provincial and territorial governments. D. Federal government. The answer is A. Band chiefs and councillors.
Who is Canada's head of state? A. Governor-General of Canada. B. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. C. Prime Minister. D. Lieutenant Governor. The answer is B. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II.
Who is the head of government? A. The President. B. The Queen. C. The Governor-General. D. The Prime Minister. The answer is D. The Prime Minister.
Who is the leader of the federal official opposition party? A. Thomas Mulcair. B. Stéphane Dion. C. Andrew Scheer. D. Elizabeth May. The answer is C. Andrew Scheer.
Who is the Queen's representative in Canada? A. Prime Minister of Canada. B. Premier. C. Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. D. Governor-General of Canada. The answer is D. Governor-General of Canada.
Which part of the Parliament of Canada has members appointed by the Governor-General? A. The Senate. B. The House of Lords. C. The House of Commons. D. The Governor's House. The answer is A. The Senate.
Who selects Canada's cabinet ministers? A. The Senate. B. The Sovereign. C. The Prime Minister. D. The House of Commons. The answer is C. The Prime Minister.
Who grants royal assent for bills to become law on behalf of the Sovereign? A. The House of Commons. B. The Governor-General. C. The Prime Minister. D. The Senate. The answer is B. The Governor-General.
Which of these is not a branch of Canadian government? A. The legislature. B. The executive. C. The monarchy. D. The judiciary. The answer is C. The monarchy.
Which of these terms describe the Canadian Prime Minister? A. Head of State. B. Head of Government. C. Head of Parliament. D. Head of Senate. The answer is B. Head of Government.
Which of these policy areas would come under the control of the provinces? I. Citizenship. B. Civil rights. C. Navigation. D. Interprovincial trade. The answer is B. Civil rights.
Which of these is not part of Parliament? A. Senate. B. Sovereign. C. Lieutenant Governor. D. House of Commons. The answer is C. Lieutenant Governor.
How old do you have to be to vote in Canada? A. 21. B. 19. C. 17. D. 18. The answer is D. 18.
Canada is A. A constitutional monarchy. B. A federal state. C. A parliamentary democracy. D. All of these. The answer is D. All of these.
The provinces are governed by A. Federal government. B. Plebiscites. C. Legislative assemblies. D. Direct rule. The answer is C. Legislative assemblies.
What is a law called before it is official? A. A bill. B. A bylaw. C. A legislature. D. A pre-law. The answer is A. A bill.
How many times must a bill be read in the House of Commons before it becomes law? A. 4 times. B. Once. C. 3 times. D. Twice. The answer is C. 3 times.
Canadian senators serve until they reach what age? A. 75. B. 70. C. 80. D. 65. The answer is A. 75.
The equivalent of the Prime Minister in the federal government is called what in each province? A. Premier. B. Head of Region. C. Governor. D. Regional Prime Minister. The answer is A. Premier.
In the 3 territories, The federal government is represented by what? A. A commissioner. B. A territorial prime minister. C. A head of territory. D. A regional governor. The answer is A. A commissioner.
Who appoints the lieutenant governors in Canada? A. The Prime Minister on the advice of the Governor-General. B. The House of Commons. C. The Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister. D. The Sovereign on the advice of the Governor-General. The answer is C. The Governor-General on the advice of the Prime Minister.
The Canadian government must resign if they lose what sort of vote in Parliament? A. A non-confidence vote. B. Any sort of vote. C. A health bill. D. An education bill vote. The answer is A. A non-confidence vote.
The Canadian Governor-General usually serves a term of A. 5 years. B. 3 years. C. 8 years. D. 10 years. The answer is A. 5 years.
Members of the House of Commons are responsible for A. Keeping government accountable. B. Passing laws. C. Approving expenditure. D. All of these. The answer is D. All of these.
Who appoints the Canadian Governor-General? A. The House of Commons. B. The Prime Minister on the advice of the Sovereign. C. The Sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister. D. The Canadian electorate. The answer is C. The Sovereign on the advice of the Prime Minister.
The elected part of the Parliament of Canada is called what? A. The Senate. B. The House of Commons. C. The House of Representatives. D. The House of Lords. The answer is B. The House of Commons.
The federal government sits where? A. Ottawa. B. Toronto. C. Montreal. D. Vancouver. The answer is A. Ottawa.
To become law in Canada, a bill has to A. Be given royal assent. B. Be passed by the Senate. C. Be passed by the House of Commons. D. All of these. The answer is D. All of these.
Lieutenant governors usually serve terms of A. 5 years. B. 10 years. C. 3 years. D. 8 years. The answer is A. 5 years.
How many judges are there in the Supreme Court of Canada? A. 6. B. 12. C. 9. D. 3. The answer is C. 9.
Proposed laws for debate in Parliament are called what? A. Drafts. B. Bills. C. Papers. D. Proposals. The answer is B. Bills.
Which of these policy areas would come under federal government? A. Natural resources. B. Education. C. Highways. D. Currency. The answer is D. Currency.
A provincial legislature comprises the elected assembly and A. A lieutenant governor. B. A regional president. C. A governor-general. D. A regional prime minister. The answer is A. A lieutenant governor.
Traditionally, Canada holds parliamentary elections every A. 5 years. B. 3 years. C. 4 years. D. 6 years. The answer is C. 4 years.
How many other nations is Canada linked to through the Commonwealth? A. 63. B. 43. C. 33. D. 53. The answer is D. 53.
In order to run in a federal election you must be at least what age? A. 18. B. 21. C. 19. D. 17. The answer is A. 18.
The Prime Minister and government ministers collectively are called what? A. The Cabinet. B. The rulers. C. The board. D. The collective. The answer is A. The Cabinet.
To be valid, your vote has to consist of what drawn in the circle next to the name of your chosen candidate? A. A tick. B. X. C. Any symbol. D. Y. The answer is B. X.
In federal elections, Canadians vote for whom? A. Members of the Senate. B. The Prime Minister. C. The Governor-General. D. Members of the House of Commons. The answer is D. Members of the House of Commons.
Which of these maintains the National Register of Electors? A. Provincial legislatures. B. The Governor-General. C. The House of Commons. D. Elections Canada. The answer is D. Elections Canada.
What is the piece of paper you vote on called? A. A riding. B. A ballot. C. A voter's list. D. A voter information card. The answer is B. A ballot.
How many people can run for office in a single electoral district? A. 48. B. 24. C. 12. D. As many as apply. The answer is D. As many as apply.
Which of these is not a major political party in Canada? A. The Conservative Party. B. The Labour Party. C. The Liberal Party. D. The New Democratic Party. The answer is B. The Labour Party.
How many electoral districts, aka ridings or constituencies, are there in Canada? A. 108. B. 408. C. 308. D. 208. The answer is C. 308.
If you can't vote on election day, how can you vote? A. You can't. B. After the election. C. On the internet. D. In advance polls or special ballot. The answer is D. In advance polls or special ballot.
Which of these does not fall under the responsibilities of a municipal government? A. Recycling programs. B. Agriculture. C. Snow removal. D. Transportation. The answer is B. Agriculture.
What do you call the political party with the second largest number of seats in the federal government? A. Her Majesty's Loyal Opposition. B. Minority Government. C. The Cabinet. D. Majority Government. The answer is A. Her Majesty's Loyal Opposition.
Federal elections are held on the third Monday in which month? A. June. B. November. C. March. D. October. The answer is D. October.
To vote in an election or referendum, how far must you register in advance? A. You can register on the day. B. 3 weeks in advance. C. 2 days in advance. D. 4 weeks in advance. The answer is A. You can register on the day.
Who is responsible for running government departments? A. Lieutenant governors. B. Senators. C. Cabinet ministers. D. Members of Parliament. The answer is C. Cabinet ministers.
What is the British North America Act? A. It made United States an independent country. B. It strengthened the protection Canada gets from the Great Britain. C. It made Confederation legal. D. It made Canada a bilingual country. The answer is C. It made Confederation legal. The British North America Act, 1867 legalized Confederation.
Where are the Parliament buildings? A. Montreal. B. Ottawa. C. Toronto. D. Winnipeg. The answer is B. Ottawa. Canada's Parliament buildings are home to the federal government in Ottawa.
What was the head tax? A. A tax based on the number of members in a household. B. A tax based on the number of children in a household. C. A tax based on the number of adults over 18 years of age in a household. D. A discriminatory race-based tax to enter Canada. The answer is D. A discriminatory race-based tax to enter Canada. The Chinese head tax was a fixed fee charged to each Chinese person entering Canada.
A member of parliament from Montreal announces that she will spend her weekend in her electoral district. This means she would be A. In her office on Parliament Hill. B. Visiting the province of Quebec. C. In the part of Montreal where she was elected. D. Going on a vacation. The answer is C. In the part of Montreal where she was elected.
After a federal election, which party forms the new government? A. The party with the most elected representatives is invited by the Governor-General to become the party in power. B. The Queen herself picks any party to run the government. C. The Governor-General proposes a law for elected officials to become the governing body. D. The premiers of each province pick a party to run the government. The answer is A. The party with the most elected representatives is invited by the Governor-General to become the party in power.
How are members of Parliament chosen? A. Appointed by the Prime Minister. B. Elected by Canadian citizens. C. Appointed by the Queen. D. Elected by the provincial ministers. The answer is B. Elected by Canadian citizens. And check out the free mobile app, links provided in the descriptions with all the above questions on Canadian citizenship exam and more. 550 plus practice exam questions and answers with explanation and 750 plus notes segregated into main topics, chapters and modules to help with preparation and ace Canadian citizenship exam. Also check out description for the relevant books to download and reference.
If you liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out our free mobile apps for various exams such as banking, citizenship, driver's license, etc. We have left their links in the description below. For more videos, please subscribe to our channel.